years ago, I had my heart go out of rhythm, and it ended up being A-Fib. You feel a lot of heart palpitations, heart's out of rhythm, it races, a pressure in your chest.
What makes it troublesome for most people is that it can affect the way the heart is intended to pump blood. So it affects the mechanical function of the heart.
Causes a lot of anxiety. You can actually feel the carotid artery, and you can feel it beating out of rhythm. So it's very scary, and you're nervous the whole time.
The two primary considerations in atrial fibrillation is really stroke risk protection, which centers around identifying risk factors that are associated with stroke in the setting of A-Fib.
I had to get on two types of medications, one that controlled my heart rate from escalating and one that kept it in rhythm. In the process of that, those medicines, because they're altering what your heart's going to do naturally, make you tired. So by 8, 9 o'clock, I was exhausted every night.
We undervalue how much medications can impact quality of life, but those medicines come with a cost, and that cost can sometimes be how you feel, what you're able to do, what your quality of life becomes. In people who are either symptomatic or failing medications, then we have approaches such as an ablation. Ablation tends to either be heating or freezing of tissue and creating scars. In atrial fibrillation, there are some dominant areas that drive the rhythm. We want to wall off electrically from the rest of the atrium, but our goal is to create a scar in those areas to prevent those triggers from getting out to the rest of the muscle to set off this irregular rhythm.
Since the ablation, my energy levels are back to what they were before I had A-Fib, and my overall physical performance in my entire life has changed.
Not everybody is as symptomatic. The challenge is when you are so symptomatic, it can have an immediate impact on what you're able to do. And a lot of A-Fib is really about trying to maintain lifestyle. And I think for many people, it impacts their ability to do the things they want to do day to day.
Not worried about strokes, heart attacks, clots with the ablation, and it stayed in rhythm. Haven't had any issues at all. It's just changed my life. I had a great experience at MedStar. They took great care of me.